Hello everyone, GamerGeek424 here, and today I have a deck profile for blackwings. So started off, I run 3 Blizzard of the Far North, level 2 tuner. When he's normal summon, you can special summon a level 4 lower blackwing from your graveyard. He's good to pull off a level 6 synchro, level 5 or 6 synchro. Next up, I only have one for right now. I want to get a second one. Breeze the Sapphire. Whenever she is added to hand by a card effect, monster, spell, or trap, you can special summon her from your hand, which is nice. Next up are 2 Gale of the Whirlwinds. It's a good tuner. If you control a blackwing, you can special summon him from your hand, and you can target one monster your opponent controls and have its attack and defense. It's good to use with Armed Wing as well, so you can attack or have someone's defense and then hit over their defense with Armed Wing. Next up are 3 Clues. I like to use him for pulling out a Gale or a Breeze or a Blizzard. When he's in your hand and one of your blackwings attacks or is attacked, you can drop a clue from hand. You can drop all 3 if you have all 3. It doesn't have any limit on it either. That monster gains 400 attack for each one you can drop. Next up is Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. Basically, you can target one card you control, you can send that back to your hand, and you can special summon him from the graveyard. Next up are 3 Blackwing Borreless Spears. If you control another Blackwing, you can special summon him from hand, and he inflicts piercing with 1700 attack. You could also use glue with them. That's pretty nice. Next up are 3 Share the Blue Flames. When he destroys a monster by battle, you can special summon a 1500 or less monster from your deck. Has to be black. Should say that. Has to be a 1500. You can special summon a 1500 or less blackwing monster from your deck. Next up is 1 Sirocco. I run a second one in my side deck. Sirocco's effect basically is you can target all blackwings. You can target all blackwings you control, and then add all of their attacks up and attach it to one blackwing you control. Thing is, none of the other blackwings on your field can attack that turn, but that's fine because that's a lot of damage dealt from one attack. Also, you could normal summon him from hand if your opponent controls a monster and you don't. Next up are 2 Elfin the Ravens. As long as you control another blackwing, you can normal summon him from your hand. I will also use these to trade out for something in my side deck, like my Koragashi or my other Sirocco. Next up is Allure of Darkness, just for a little bit more draw power, because sometimes I don't always have the best hand, so that's good to draw a little bit more. Hopefully get something I can bull combo off with. Next up are 2 Dark Eruptions. You can target a 1500 or less attack dark monster in your grave and add it to your hand. Next up are 2 MSTs. Pretty simple. Destroy one or spell trap card on the field. Next up, 3 Black Whirlwinds. Whenever a Blackwing monster you control whenever a Blackwing monster is normal summoned to your side of the field, you can add a Blackwing from your deck to your hand with less attack than that Blackwing you summoned. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 1 Mirror Force, 1 Breakthrough Skill, 1 Magic Cylinder, 1 torrential tribute, 1 compulsory, and 1 solemn warning is the traps that I play 1 of. I run 2 black returns. That's good to get rid of cards on the field that you don't have enough attack to get over, or it's a card that can't be destroyed by battle or by effect. You can, whenever a blackwing is special summoned, exactly 1 is special summoned to your side of the field. You can target 1 monster your opponent controls and bounce it back to hand or extra deck or whatever, and you gain life points equal to that monster's attack. Next up, I run 3 Icarus attacks. It's a really fun card to use, or it's a really useful card to use, I should say. I can do a lot of things with him, or with Icarus attack. It's really helpful. Then I have 3 Delta Crow anti-reverses, just to get rid of get rid of back rows. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a good shuffling job, right? Next up, I'll go to the extra deck. I run a Xenamans, number 10 Illuminate, for more draw power, I should say, as well. You can remove a Xyz unit once per turn and draw a card. 1 Graham the Shining Star, 3 Armed Wings, 1 Black Rose Dragon, 3 Armed Dragons, 1 Dark End Dragon, 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Stardust Spark Dragon, 1 Blackwing Dragon, and then Mistworm. Yeah, this is a weird card, but it's good to get rid of cards that can't be destroyed by battle or by card effect. When Mistworm is synchro summoned, you can bounce 3 cards on the field back to their owner's hands, so that's really good to get around like a Beals, or by like Spirit Reaper, something like that. For the side deck, I run 2 Bayous, Brainjacker, Phantom of Chaos, Ally of Justice, Nullifier, I think that's it, I'm not too sure, I'm sorry, I butchered it. Kaiku, the Ghost Destroyer, Baizer Shock, Blackwing Soraka the Dawn, and a Blackwing Korgashi the Wanderer. Then for spells, I run Spell Absorption, just for those decks that are use a lot of spells. The controller of this card gains 500 life points for whenever a spell is activated. 3rd MST, 2 Prohibitions, and a Rivalry of Warlords. So that is it for this deck profile. Thank you for watching, and I will see everyone in the next one. Goodbye.